Hey Dad, I noticed that your shop looks totally different now. It's cleaned up, there's much more room now. Are you getting ready for something big?
Yeah, we're getting ready for something big. We've already been selling a lot of parts. We have more gals working here. As everybody knows, we're PDI dealers, so we had to clean up our own parts quite a bit and organize a little better. So we got this enclosed area here, and we just kind of trying to been straighten everything up. You know, get some better bolt bends and just kind of give ourselves a facelift. We've always been really careful about being clean, because cleanliness is godliness when it comes to engines, of course. And we have our own means and methods for achieving that end. But you know, all this stuff gets ahead of you, and frankly, we're so busy that we don't have enough. So we're like doubling the size of our bolt bends. We just kind of organize everything better, you know, or everything kind of has its own home. That was our slogan when we were trying to reorganize everything, is everything had to have a home. So, and if you kind of take that approach, you can get things straightened up and cleaned up pretty quick. Now our parts room, our other parts room, where we're just keeping the in-frame here. It's all the smaller parts we're keeping in an encaged area, your in-frame kits and stuff like that. And we have taken over the entire complex, so these bays are getting emptied out. People ask me about the hay all the time. So all of these bays are ours, and we're going to keep expanding. We may put some machine shop type stuff in here. We may put a dyno in one of these bays. We're certainly going to open another engine bay, see if we can get a little bit more control on the engine build process. But as far as the hay, the people that we got the place from, when we made the agreement to take over the whole facility, they offered to remove the hay immediately. They sell the hay, so it's always getting removed. And I said, don't worry about that. We're not ready to grow into that yet anyway, so just get rid of the hay as you sell it. And you can see they've almost got it. They've almost got it all gone. That's almost gone. This one was full too, and they already emptied it out. We're already starting to cram a lot of kits in there, just as overflow till they get this all cleaned out. And then we're going to go ahead with whatever our new plans are. We'd like to see a dyno and some more precision machine tools here for sure. A couple of the other things that we changed up here is every mechanic that works here now has his own home. He has his own spot that we want him to plant his toolbox, and he can have a personal trash can in a personal space. And so we gave everybody a service cart and a stainless table, so they could be more permanent and not drag their box around. Everybody's been dragging their boxes around. That kind of sucks. Only the guys in the out of frame bays aren't dragging their boxes around. So, this guy's making his home right here. So there you go. But it's working a lot better. Everybody's got a tool cart like so. And they're stainless tables. We have extra stainless tables. There's one there, there's one there. These stainless tables are great. We've been using them. You go back and look at our videos in North Dakota. We've been using them for a long, long time. We just never had enough of them. So obviously, we've been in Texas for a year, so we've been thriving since the day we arrived. So we're just trying to invest back in ourselves, of course, make everybody more efficient, make everybody faster. You can see Timmy's set up over here. Now he's got a home. There's his trash can. So it's just way better. Everybody's got their own space, and then they're not, well, I didn't make that mess and all that kind of crap. So we're just trying to streamline every single aspect. I just look around the shop and try and how can we streamline? How can we? Because what we don't want to do is we don't want to hire a bunch more people. That's really the goal. And the reason isn't because we don't have the room to grow. It's because we've got to keep the quality up. And all the guys here, worked with me for a long time. There's a guy in that bay right there. He's been with me 23 years. So we're trying to take the Ford motor approach, and we always have. In North Dakota, you watch those videos. Everything we did was like an assembly line. Kind of how we're doing it here still. Obviously, you have to have some highly skilled labor on the going back together process. And I'll give you an example. Like an out of frame comes in here. You have a guy that rips it out, brings it inside, strips it down, and then decisions are made whether we're going to send it out, to the machine shop or this or that. And then, totally different guy will clean all those parts. And then a different guy is assembling all of them. And of course, all of those guys cross over with each other and do all jobs. Like Smiley that works here, he has probably pulled and put in more engines than anybody here, but he has also completely overhauled quite a few engines as well. So, nobody here is too good to do anything. He's least of all me, right? So I'll do any job that we have to do. The highest paid, longest guy here is Chris, and you will not find a job that man will not do. So I'd rather keep it like that than hire 25 more guys, and then we start having all these problems. We start having all these warranties. Right now our record is phenomenal. Our name is phenomenal, and it's not worth it to me to grow much larger. I'd rather just focus on, instead of opening up more bays to cram more mechanics in and try and get more trucks in here. I'd rather have some precision tools. I'd rather have a dyno. If you have too much work, that's a good thing, of course. But you also have to know when to say stop. So I would rather say stop where I'm still putting out a high quality product and have a name that is, for the most part, above reproach is obviously much more important to me than worrying about if I can cram 5 more damn trucks in this shop. We already fit 9 in frames in here, and we can do up to about 18 out of frames at a time. So how much bigger am I supposed to get? I'm not. So our focus is in different things. We want to shake up this industry, and we have some big plans for shaking up this industry in the next 60 to 90 days or so. We're hoping to drop a bunch of announcements, and I plan to try to leave a legacy behind me of being one of the best things that ever happened to this industry. And I mean that with all my heart. And I have some awesome plans in the mix with some awesome partners going on that is going to shake up this industry. It's going to shake up this industry like it hasn't been shook up in years. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be behind it, and I'm excited to be involved with the people that see my vision for that. So I can't wait until we're dropping announcements. I'm going to give some teasers on that. I'm going to give some hints at that with you today. We're going to make more videos today, and we're going to drop a bunch of hints about what we're getting into. So that's where we're at with this place, man. We're busy as shit. There's about 50 trucks in the fucking parking lot right now. There's multiple outer frames here as well. It's just like it was in North Dakota, where we were running out of room. We had to go get a grader and make more space, and we had 10 acres there in North Dakota. We had to set aside another couple acres just to handle all the damn trucks that would come there. So the potential for us to grow is massive, but I think I'm making the right choice.